This is a poster review of the Marvel Art of Mondo poster book, obviously. Now, behind here, I've got a DC one, so I just wanted to show you comparisons. It's slightly not as tall, and it's not as wide as well. Thickness, I would say, and I'm just going to quickly show you there, it's probably not as thick as well. Also, the paper quality looks slightly, I mean, the paper quality of the DC one is a lot brighter and sharper there. But that might just be the colours, the way they've done it to the edge. So that's been, to be a bit unfair. Obviously, DC have done it with a little border around it. That's slightly unfair. However, DC one, they've got the back there, and like this time they have got, because I've got a few poster books where I've found that this time they have got the pioneer artists of Mondo present an instant collection of Marvel masterpieces. And it's the history of Marvel as far as they're concerned. Now, I have to say that I don't think this really covers the history of Marvel, because one, there's like, where's the Avengers? Where's the Fantastic Four? Well, there's no Thor here. No particular, I mean, there's obviously a little Thor there, obviously the female Thor, but no Thor, the Journey into Mystery Thor, you know, those sort of things. Sergeant Fury, Nick Fury, I mean, I'm surprised. There just seems to be a number of, obviously you've got Silver Surfer there, you've got Silver Surfer there, so you've got a range of them, but does that really go over the whole history of, I mean, there's no Agents of Atlas. I would love to have seen a 1950s being represented there. Maybe the Human Torch, the original Marvel Mystery Comics, Marvel Comics #1. That's not there either. So somewhat slightly, if this is the Marvel art, it seems to be a slightly swayed, because there's, well, I'm going to show you. There's three, the first three are the X-Men. There's no Guardians of the Galaxy. And there's no, a number, I mean, weirdly, there's no Wolverine. I mean, obviously Wolverine's in the X-Men one there, but Daredevil's got a very, very, very small little poster there. You hardly see the poor old Daredevil, just at the top there. And there's no, like, the Inhumans, the Medusa, Black Bolt, and all those characters. However, you've got a little introduction there, and it gives obviously the idea about about the Jack the King, see Steve Ditko, and again, in many ways, it doesn't really, to me, you've got Spider-Man here, obviously with Doc Ock, but that doesn't really capture, to me, the essence of Steve Ditko. Maybe they were intended that with, I don't know. However, let's go to the book itself. Just seems to be this first poster. Now, obviously, that's the X-Men cover, or similar to 135, the X-Men 135, the Dark Phoenix period. And so you've got that. And the paper quality is okay. It's not brilliant, and you can see through it. So you can see through the this paper. Then you've got Nightcrawler, representing the entire history of Marvel. Very odd choice. You've got X-Men, you obviously got Ariel there, or Kitty Pryde. You've got obviously Wolverine. Weirdly, you got Wolverine again. Obviously, you got it's the Future Past, but Days of Future Past, obviously, with Sentinels at the top. Yeah, it's a very nice poster, that one, the old Spider-Man one, but I'm not certain really captures really the Ditko for me. Likewise, it's just the obviously showing the at least it's got Miss America, it's got Red Skull, it's got Namora. Odd choice, especially putting, and I'm just going to turn around and say odd choice that it's got Miss America. I can understand, but Namora. Namora was never really particularly part of the Invaders. So if it's like showing the Invaders, I mean, and Namora hardly, well, didn't feature in the World War II ones, because she came out very late in the period. So it just seems odd that they've included Namora in there. Much as a good character. And you've got here Marvel Tales. I love this one, the Marvel Tales. It gives it obviously that aged look, like an old issue. It's been sitting in in the sun a bit too long and been got very browned in the sun. But I love this one. This is very nice with obviously the Captain America, Deadpool, obviously all the various Cyclops. I was going to say the films and things, but obviously then it seems, why has it got, I suppose, Daredevil with Netflix series, I suppose. Obviously, but again, you've got Squirrel Girl there. War of the Realms. Thanos, very unusual looking Thanos. I must admit, a purple Thanos. But however, you know, he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. He can be whatever colour he wants to be. You got the Hulk looking, Planet Hulk looking very odd. Spider-Gwen, I must admit, I love that one. That's really nice. Pink Spider-Gwen. And, oh, I've been saying you haven't got the Avengers. How odd. So I've been slightly unfair. It doesn't have all of the pictures on the back, because I can't see the Avengers one there. So anyway, so they got the Avengers there, which is unusual, and they've got a spiral here showing obviously when they joined. Oh, Scarlet Witch 65, Beast 76, Mantis 75. Yeah, that's an interesting way of doing it. Nice way of all the people joining as it goes around. And Galactus there, Silver Surfer. And then you've got a lovely one here of all the all the various iterations of Spider-Man. You've got here 1962, The Wrestler, right at the top, the first one. And it is interesting, I suppose that's what I mean by the Ditko one, but 1962, if that's the only inclusion of, you've got obviously the Six Arms one there, you've got then Spider-Woman, Fantastic Spider-Man, Captain Spider. I suppose they were all ones in like What If and things. You've got Daredevil there, Cloak and Dagger, and then you've got the back, you've got this lovely list of all the various people, Planet Hulk, Spider-Gwen, Captain Marvel, Ghost Rider, all the various credits obviously down there, which is nice. And then that's that. So, I mean, it's a very nice collection, just an unusual collection. I don't see, you know, obviously if they're aiming for to be the history of Marvel, it seems that very unusual. But, you know, still, I think that's it's a pretty decent collection of posters. And whether I put them on my wall, I suspect not. But still, I'm really glad I got it. I've got another book of Mondo's, and I love all their film posters and those things. Their work is pretty amazing stuff. So it's Marvel Art of Mondo. Very enjoyable, but slightly odd collection of posters, I have to say.